Hello Spanishlc, my name is Adán Ayala. I'm a certified Spanish instructor. I would love to have the opportunity to help you learn Spanish fast. I'm recording this video to talk a little bit about myself, my methodology, my teaching techniques, my credentials, and my professional experience also. About myself, well, I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Guanajuato, Mexico in Spanish literature and linguistics. I've been teaching since 2007, first as a high school teacher in my country, and then when I moved to the States in 2012, I started working in one of the most recognized Spanish schools in the Chicago area, which is the Spanish Language Center. I have a Cortes Method certificate for Spanish instructors, and I'm constantly seeking to improve my teaching techniques. So about my teaching method, for the basics, we use a special series book by levels, which in my experience is one of the most effective courses for beginners. I use the Cortes method to explain the general concepts of the Spanish grammar, all the structure, in order to equip my students with solid foundations. I would like to emphasize here that I have lots of drills prepared, good examples, and other teaching resources for my students. I also like to use the desktop sharing feature included in Skype and Hangouts to explain things using my desktop as a traditional whiteboard in a traditional classroom. This way you will be able to see what I have prepared for you, following all the explanations step by step. And once my students feel fully confident with the structures, we can start with immersion, consisting of a 3-step program. The first part in my immersion program is to reading. I prefer to start with this part even before we finish the grammar part. This is the best way to build up more vocabulary more quickly, so we can start recognizing familiar grammar concepts, all the tenses, and the structures within real-life contexts. I have a good personal selection of interesting stories and articles also, and sometimes my students bring their own stories. From the start, we hold long, short conversations about ourselves, the things that we like, the things that we like to do, our friends, our family, our jobs, our personal interests, and so forth. In the second step, I introduce short media content such as TED Talks in Spanish, news reports, video tutorials, podcasts, and other media resources. I have my own personal selection of all of media with subtitles, transcriptions that we analyze later in depth. After this, my students are now able to make opinions, to analyze, to criticize with more linguistic elements. And in the third step, and this is the final step, I expose my students to more complex media like series, TV shows, movies, newspapers, magazines, podcasts, literature, and of course now we can hold longer conversations. And after this, my students are able to effectively survive in daily situations and talk about almost anything they want, because at this point they understand a vast amount of Spanish slang, idiomatic phrases, and the little nuances of language. I hope this information will be helpful. I would love to have the opportunity to help you achieve your goals. I promise you will learn and enjoy the process. Be sure that you will have a well-trained professional teacher with a long teaching experience who knows exactly what he's doing and who takes his job very seriously. So I hope this information will be helpful for you, and I expect to see you very soon. Bye.